Okay, let's see if Tim has magic touch or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
If it was my kid, like, if it was a complete stranger, it's not going to work out very well. Just being honest.
That's a good point.
Wise fatherly advice here on Punchboard Party. If your child immediately wakes up, don't hand them to a complete stranger. Well, who the hell? When did this child show up?
What's happening, party people? Welcome to Punchboard Party. My name is Daniel. This is Father Greg, and this is John. John is going to be sharing with us his top 10 board games of all time ever, and we could not be more excited. John, how are you feeling about it?
I'm nervous. This was a harder process than I thought it would be.
Okay, what was your process?
It was partly based on what I want to play right now.
Right.
What made me really excited in this moment when I saw the game. I was like, yes, I want to play this. But then also mixed with like just all-time favorites.
Yes.
So a bit of a mix.
So I'm really excited to hear this list because I've probably played some of these games with you from time to time. I'm just excited to see where it all shakes out.
I'm really curious what you guys are going to think of my list.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, we'll give you a heck if we don't like a game.
Yeah, and preface my list with the fact that I'm a father of 5 boys. So we play a lot of family games in our house right now.
There you go. There you go. That's fine. We talk about family games. Party people, Punchboard Party is all about just games we love and the joy we have playing them. So no judgment.
And it can't be worse than columns.
Number 10 on my top 10 list is Parks.
Whoa!
Parks.
Interesting.
Okay.
Do I get to talk about what I like about these games?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
the point.
Great, good. Parks is a really... I like the element of you put your guy forward because you want that thing, but then you can never go backwards. That tension of I wanna jump ahead, I want that thing, but I don't want to go too far too fast. Just that mechanic is really... I love it. I really like that tension, that mechanic.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're a big fan of Parks.
Yeah, I like the artwork. I mean, I like the general... It's a simple enough game. I don't know if it's like introductory. Like, I don't know if I'd ever teach this to somebody who's like never played board games before, but it's simple enough. You're trying to get resources. You're using those resources to buy cards. It's a very friendly theme that you can introduce to anyone. That theme of like, hey, let's go explore national parks.
So this fits in the category for me of great games with a really boring theme. So like Cascadia, Earth, like even Terraforming Mars. Like
Just don't like nature or the world around you. You just like... Just like you much prefer building a scientific world and playing tag team dodgeball with somebody.
Listen, I can like what I like. It's fine. I just feel like these kind of, low threshold themes, while good, kind of, I have to get over that hump myself in order to enjoy the game. And I'm not sure if Parks would be my favorite in that ratcheting genre.
Right.
Yeah, we used to have one where you walk down your pirates, you were collecting stuff on the dock, and then you went down Francis Drake.
Oh, Francis Drake.
We used to have Francis Drake, and I like that element.
Yes.
But then the boat part kind of got clogged up, and I was like, if I could just have Francis Drake without the boats, I like the game. And then I found Parks, and I was like,
Parks is
that's
that.
it.
Yep, Parks is that. That's true. I love Francis Drake way more than I like Parks, but... But I think you're right.
My top 10.
Yeah, that's right. So back off, Dan.
Number 9 on my top 10 list is Ark Nova.
Whoa!
I thought you said this was family weight games that you play with your sons. What
Okay,
the
it's
hell?
still a family theme. We're building a zoo.
Yeah, sure.
No, I just, again, I really like the idea of, like, you want to get the right cards at their peak level in order to do them the best that you can, so it's managing where the cards are at the right times and making it work. I don't know, it works really well for me. I really like it.
No, yeah, Ark Nova is a lot of fun. I like, you're right, it is a friendly theme. It's the artwork, once again, is like very attractive. It's got lots of animals and like conservation, projects and so on. You have to release them into the wild, and get points that way. I've played this, a handful of times now, but yeah, I think I prefer the simpler iterations, even Terraforming Mars or
We at Punchboard Party, we've decided that Ark Nova, Terraforming Mars, Earth, Forest Shuffle, Underwater Cities are all the same game.
That's right.
Just at different difficulty levels.
That's right.
So when I have the rest of those on my list, you're about to make a lot of fun of me. Is that right?
I hope that happens. It makes sense though, because of course you're going to like those games if you like this game, right? Like that's my favorite tension in Ark Nova is just deciding when you have this handful of cards, deciding kind of what you're going to do. Am I going to take a lot of space up in my zoo to build a pen for one bear? Or am I going to try and build one of those bird aviary places where I can put a bunch of birds in there? Kind of which way am I going to go here? And based on kind of what else I see kind of around and in the card row. And there's all sorts of wrinkles where it's like the card row isn't fully available to you at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
You can only go a certain amount into the card row when you're drafting from there. That stuff is just really neat.
Yeah, and then how quickly can you flip your main cards over to get to that second level?
Yes.
And which one am I going to flip over first?
Yeah.
Lots of good things.
A lot of delightful things. Yeah.
Number 8 is Rajas of the Ganges.
Yes, Rajas of the Ganges. Just played this again with Sarah the other day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I've actually only ever played it once. But I really enjoyed it, and that was one of those games where it's like, those maybe not like, I've played a million times, I love every aspect of it. It's one of the games I desire to play again.
Yes.
Like, every time I'm like, I want to play a board game, I'm going to hang out with Daniel. Ooh, I hope we play that game.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
it's on my desire list, so
Yes.
that's why it hit my list so high.
Cool. Yeah, Rajas of the Ganges, it's kind of standard worker placement, but there's kind of all sorts of things going on where you're building tiles onto your own board. You're trying to connect routes to your palace. You're getting bonuses if those roads connect to the edges of your board. You need to spend particular amounts and colors of dice in order to get those tiles onto your board. And then having those tiles score you points for having certain buildings on them, as well as you can sell spices and things that are on those tiles if you go to the worker placement spot that allows you to sell. Then there's a river thing that gets you all sorts of bonus actions. And then there's all these people. You can go to them and they give you special bonuses. There's just lots of good stuff. It's an efficiency puzzle for sure. Of like, okay, how can I most efficiently collect the right dice to build the right tiles to score the most points? And of course, I think your list is just full of games where you have two different score tracks that have to meet in the middle. I think that's all that's happening here.
Hey, that's only 2 out of 3 so far.
Only 2 out of 3 games that exist.
Yeah, that's right. Those are the only games that have that.
Actually, I forgot some of the elements of that game as you were explaining it. I was like, I'm more and more sold.
Yeah,
I want to play it again really bad now.
That's right. It's so good. Yeah, it's fresh in my mind. So I really enjoy it.
Okay, number 7 is Orleans.
Whoa!
Yeah. Again, I like worker placement games in general, hence why the last one too.
Right.
And I found the picking out of the bag exciting. What's that potion game?
Oh,
Quacks. I found that one, there's too much randomness.
Yes.
I like the idea, but it was too random. This one, it was exciting to pick, but then I still got to do great stuff with it. I found like I wasn't stuck out of luck. Oh man, I picked the bomb again. Instead, it was like, ooh, what am I going to do with this now that I've picked it? And I really liked the worker placement part of it too. Great game.
Well, the difference between this and Quacks is that this is a good game.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
I'm with you.
Just 1 second. Quacks is delightful. Orleans is delightful. They have their own space.
We're hurting his feelings again, party people.
I know. Never nice to me.
So,
Where's it on your list?
This is high. This is like in
He
my top
likes it.
50 somewhere, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quacks, you mean?
Yeah, Quacks.
Yeah.
Orleans was
Yeah.
on there as well, somewhere. Maybe
I don't think it made it.
It might have been like 103 or something like that. Like,
But the thing about Orleans that is excellent is just you have all these actions that you can do, but in order to do the actions, it's not like a simple worker placement where you just place a worker there and do the action. You have to draw the right tokens, and then you have to put like 2 or 3 tokens on a particular action of the right type in order to do the action. So there's constantly this head scratching of, okay, I can either do these 2 actions or these 2 actions. Or maybe I can do these 2 actions on a third one, but then I can't do the one that I really wanted to do. That's what makes this game fun.
Oh yeah.
And then you just move up tracks. tracks. So good.
Number 6 is 5 Tribes.
Whoa! Here we are.
When I first started making my list, I assumed 5 Tribes would be actually in the top 5.
Okay.
But then as I got into it, I realized it just missed that mark. But I like the randomness. I like that every game is so different, and as you're moving those meeples around, you're never quite sure of, is he going to mess up what I'm hoping to do? And then depending on what color you pick, there's different action behind it, and there's so many different ways, so strategies to win. I really like this game.
Yeah, this game is incredible. And it's exactly this, except I always have a caveat now when I talk about this game, where this game is incredible in the very middle of it. The starting of the game is way too open, and it's just like crazy to try and hone in on what you're trying to do. And then the end of the game, there's not nearly enough options. You're just kind of stuck doing whatever is left over.
But if you built a good enough strategy, then at the end of the game, you're still able to pull it off.
You think you can have a strategy in this game?
Sort of. If you're trying to collect the dudes.
Yeah, that's right. There's a few things you could do. But, like, again, don't get me wrong. Right in the heat of this game,
oh, yeah,
it's the best. It's so good. And then the auction, like, this was the first game that I saw this kind of marrying between auctioning in order to take your action, or auctioning for turn order, which is a brilliant idea, because in this game, because the board state changes every round, that auction is necessary. So that you can be like, I see the move that's going to make the most points by far. And so then you can auction for it, but you're auctioning your points. So it's this real cool push and pull that I really enjoy. You have like I don't know.
It's a love-hate relationship with this game. Like, you said this game was for, like, you said there was going to be family weight games on this list. Like, what? We've had Ark Nova, Orleans, and like one of the heaviest games Days of Wonders ever put out. Like,
It's still a family game, arguably.
what is going on? Five Tribes is a good game. It hurts my head. Like, and I think waiting for, when I see a move, like, I don't want to see, there's some people who like look at a move and they're like, oh, that's a good move. I wonder what better's out there. So they're like, oh, I could do that one. Oh, no, that one's not as good. Do this one. Oh, that one's not good. Where me, I'm just like, if I find a move that's like, I look at it, I'm like, that seems good. I'll get 3 yellow guys. Okay. And then Dan's like, well, you could have got 8 blue guys. Well, I didn't.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, my brain, like, I just, I only push it so far in this game, because after that it starts to hurt. But no, it's a good game.
Excellent. I like your list so far, John.
Thank you.
I like it too. I was misled to believe this was going to be games for like
children.
I was expecting like Ticket to Ride and like Catan or something.
Oh, sorry, no.
You know?
my kids are young, but they're already playing advanced games.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
They're good.
they are. I was training them from a very young age.
Yes.
Number 5 on my list is Atlantis Rising.
Whoa!
Cool.
Yes. Again, I like worker placement, and
Yes.
I really like co-op games as well.
Okay.
So the fact that these two games could be married together, I was a big fan. Am a big fan of Atlantis Rising.
I've only played this game once, and it's a game that it's on my shelf, and I want to play it again. I loved what I really liked about it was that it was a cooperative game that it's still kind of up to you to do your thing. So there's some conversation, but at the end of the day, you have your workers and you have your things that you need to kind of go out and do and try and get, and then like the push your luck mechanism.
Oh yeah.
Of like going to a particular, like, because the ends of the island are more plentiful in the resources they give you, but they're going to be the first things to sink into the sea. And if you sink into the sea, you're sunk.
No, I love the artwork.
Yes.
Even like the production quality, like that. I don't know, what is it called, like adamantium or whatever. It's like that, like silver stuff.
Yeah,
they're like these big chunky bars, like
vibranium.
Yeah, like it's exactly like they're like this big. I don't know, like they have weight to them. Like
Yes.
you feel like Thor picking them up. Like
Yeah, the second
it's
edition
like,
was really well done.
and yeah, the vintage trait artwork is great. The little like variable player powers, like you get to be the scholar and the priest or whatever. And there's like it's just it's a fun cooperative game for sure.
Number 4 on my list is unlock games.
Whoa! Just an umbrella category.
Yeah,
that's good.
Like
Makes sense.
we played basically all of them, and when I say unlock, like there's a particular brand unlock.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Like not an exit box.
Exit. Yeah.
They're okay. We played other brand names.
I've played exit, but I've never played unlock.
Unlock.
You're an exit guy.
Okay, we have played I think every single unlock.
Wow.
And when we get a new box of 3, like, that is what my heart is longing for. Until we played those 3 games, that's what's on my brain.
Okay.
My wife absolutely loves them as well, which is nice. We don't always agree on our game choices, but that's a game that we agree on every time, and we love figuring out the puzzles together. You got the iPad involved, and you're taking pictures, or doing this, doing that. I love it. I love working together to get those 5 stars.
That's cool. What I like about Unlock is that you can play it again. Like, you just, you don't rip things up. You don't, So like you can't play it again, but like you could lend it.
My boys do.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll play it, and then like the next day, my boys will play it, and we'll kind of oversee, help them think some clues, whatever. And then like a month later, they will replay it again. So yeah, and then they'll replay it again, and then
the reusable quality of it is cool for an escape room style game.
No, I totally give these a shot. Like I do like just the puzzle solving of getting friends. If you have the right group of friends that really enjoy, like you say, if your wife really enjoys just kind of that kind of puzzly, whatever you want to call that. Yeah. There's lots of different types of puzzles, right? There's like some are word puzzles, some are visual puzzles, some are whatever. But yeah, putting them all together it's a lot of fun.
Cool.
Okay, number 3 is Dune Imperium.
Yes! Here it is!
Oh, God. All right, go ahead.
This is my list. This is my list. You're getting
Dan
there.
just loves this game. I think it's fine.
It is so good. I like deck collection games.
Yeah.
But I don't like that it takes so long till it's your turn again. Where this one does a really good way of you only play 1 card from your hand at a time. I love the worker placement aspect, but then the deck collection, I like that you have your deck, but then you're not playing it all at once. You're like 1 card now, and then it's quick pace, and then next card, and just that aspect, that tension again of it's gonna get my spot. Worker placement, so good. Everything about it. I didn't even complete that sentence. I love it.
Yeah, Dune Imperium does bring the worker placement, the deck building together very well, almost perfectly. Like a few games had tried to do that kind of simultaneously at the same time. I think Dune Imperium is the best. I still need to play Endless Winter to prove my theory, but I think Dune Imperium is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, Dune Imperium is fine. It's it's good. It's good. Everything, I still, we've been playing it a bunch with Dave.
Yes.
And maybe there's still a few more plays that we have to do of it, but I'd like to try and, each time do a different strategy just to see. Like last time I tried to do just collecting the spice flows.
Yeah, the spice must flow.
Cards.
And you did quite well.
I did quite well, yeah. Yeah, just trying to...
In order for it to be fun for you, you have to do a different strategy.
Well, I just want to see how many different options are there available. I like a game that has a lot of different paths, and if I think that a game just has one main path that you have to go down, that's going to lower it in my estimation.
Okay, number 2
Here we
on
go.
my list is Clank Legacy.
Whoa! Paul Denon 2 in a row.
This game would not have been as high if it weren't for Legacy.
Okay.
Clank maybe would have made my top 10, maybe. Okay. But the Legacy aspect, we're only halfway through a game right now with my wife and 2 of our oldest kids.
Okay.
And loving it. Just the whole storyline, you're adding things, you're taking things away, your characters. The Legacy games are top-notch for me.
Yeah, I love Clank Legacy. Clank Legacy, I think, is my favorite of the Legacy games, probably. And I've played a handful of them. I really love the writing in Clank Legacy. Like, in Pandemic Legacy, there's a little bit of writing that happens here and there. It's like, you encounter a new virus. Now play a new game. But Clank Legacy, there's writing all throughout. You get to a spot, you read a passage. Oh, there's a dragon, and it's comedically written. It's written kind of like in the penny arcade kind of style, like that. For me, that's what draws me into a Legacy game.
Yeah.
It's not just a game that I'm playing 12 times. It's a game that has a progressive story, that there's something unfolding. I want to see what's next. Whether it's putting the stickers on the board is fun. Opening up new cards and adding them into your deck. That's fun. Just the quality of the story. There's comedy in it. It's a funny sort of thing. And so love Clank Legacy.
I started a campaign of Clank Legacy with friends, and then COVID and whatever else, so we didn't get through. But Clank Legacy was kind of the game that taught me that I don't think I love legacy games. Just like coming to the table for the same game session after session after session, I was kind of like not looking forward to going because I just wanted to play something different. I like variety in my gaming.
Okay, well on that note, my number one game of all time for John Corshane is Pandemic Legacy.
Nice.
There we go. There we go.
Again, had it not been for the Legacy, I love the game. I love cooperative games. Pandemic is awesome, but Pandemic Legacy cleared at number one.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. So now, when you're saying Pandemic Legacy, are you kind of including your experiences with base Pandemic as well? Or this is just like, on its own, Pandemic Legacy makes it on this list of number one?
Probably with the base game, too. I've only played Season 1.
Yeah.
Haven't told Season 2 and Season 0 are also really good, but just don't have the experience to say anything about it. Couldn't wait to get the trio back together again to do the next month. Like, it was so good.
That's awesome. Yeah, this is common to be on people's top 10s, quite high, even their number ones. People just tend to love this experience.
It is. It's a good, like I say, I like Clank Legacy in that I think it offered more of a story than Pandemic. Pandemic was like literally you just open up, like the story was on one card, right? It's like you open up and it's like, oh no, China has closed its borders, and you're like, oh okay, I guess we'll put some stickers on. But thankfully, like our group made a story, and that's what like made Pandemic Legacy great for me.
Yes, who I played it with made a big difference.
Like that we started telling stories about Debbie the scientist and the soldier guy. You know, I forget what his name was or whatever, but like I mean, you name him yourself. But you know, I forget what we named him. And then like there was the one like there's like the one young soldier, but then there's the old guy that you start off with that you get at a certain point, and he just kills the zombies. Like
I don't have the same memory you do, man. I'm impressed.
Okay, like he just gets rid like everyone else tries to cure the virus, but he would just like go in and like when like with the infected people, he would just like shoot them.
I don't know if.
We had like a whole storyline built around this guy. It was great. It was we had a lot of fun with him.
We should play a legacy game together.
Yeah, we should.
You'll make up all sorts of crap that John didn't know was in the game.
Never mind. Spoiler alert. If you've never played Pandemic Legacy, just
if people don't know it's zombies by now, that's their own fault.
They're not actually zombies, but they look like zombies.
That's right. That's right.
Whatever.
Well, there you have it, party people. That's John's top 10 board games of all time ever. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought about his picks. And we have a really nice audience, so they're going to like your list, and they're going to let you know great things about it.
Yeah, this was easily better than Columns. Way better than Daniel Fallman's. Better than Mary's. Like this is easily in the top 5 of top 10 videos.
I'll title the video that. Easily in the top 5 of my top 10s. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Well, party people, if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Let people know that we exist and that we're fun to hang out with for a little while. And until next time, party people.
Have the best day.
Yeah.